See what we can do. Let's move my microphone a little bit. You don't get how unions can force you to go on strike and lose money? I'm certainly not an expert on it, but in my opinion, unions are a great thing. So might differ there. Because if you have a good union, you don't actually lose money by going on strike.
Some kind of cake?
But I'm not sure how it works in the US or wherever the voice action thing happens.
Looks tight.
At least the way it works in Denmark, it works really well.
Oh, this must be a ruin of the metal.
Of course, sometimes you do not agree with necessarily what the strike is about, even though I've never personally experienced a strike. But, you know, part of it.
There's something up ahead.
Yeah, there's a lot of laws. I know it works differently in the US, so I can't really speak much to it.
Let's do this.
But if people are forced on strike here in Denmark, they're still paid. It's the union that then pays them. And of course, the longer the strike goes on for, the more money the union is spending. But
the door changed color too.
But of course, the employer then also loses money. It's forced to, you know, like who can last the longest is usually who wins the strike. Or most 90% of the time, they usually just end up coming to an agreement.
Daddy.
Hello, Echo.
Why did they die here?
You don't like bacon?
Happened to them?
Not in love with bacon, it's fine. I know I shared my controversial opinion not long ago that I personally don't like bacon in my burgers. A lot of people were surprised by that. I don't feel like bacon does that well in a burger.
See this plant over here? It's called Southbrush. Come, gather its berries. Good.
That's just my opinion.
Now eat the berries.
Bacon is good for other things.
They may
Just don't like it in a burger.
But they can save your life. Always keep your pouch full of medicinal berries, flowers, and plants. Aloy,
Where
I'm
are
trying
we?
to teach you. This valley is just a part of All Mother's embrace.
Embrace.
The Nora tribe watches these lands and keeps out the most dangerous machines. Usually.
This in Skyrim? Fair enough.
Further downriver, we'll find a herd of machines, and I will teach you how to hunt.
Are they dangerous?
All machines are dangerous, Aloy. Their power must be
Skyrim
respected.
is certainly not really my thing,
I will be beside you.
but I can totally see why people really love Skyrim.
Aloy, a machine. There. Stay still. Wait for it to pass.
Today it's actually pretty chilly
Now keep low.
here in Denmark.
Follow me across the trail to that tall grass.
It's not cold, but you know, it's just that pretty solid weather. The sun isn't out. It's fine too, but compared to the entirety of the rest of the week, where it's just so goddamn hot.
Come, back this way. The slower you move.
I think it's like around 20 here today. I'm not mistaken. Let me see. Yeah, 20 degrees at the moment, according to my phone. You really notice the 30 FPS in this game? I actually feel like it's not that bad in this game, but that's just me. Maybe I'm just so used to it. But obviously, yeah, I would agree that 60 is always better.
You did well.
Or
They didn't
even
see you,
higher.
did
I'm
you?
not sure how it's gonna work on PC.
Now stay close. That herd should be just ahead.
But of course, the PC version is gonna do at least 60, I would assume. Which is just always a better thing.
Come now.
That was one thing I
Find that
really...
herd. Follow.
that kind of really annoyed me a little bit in The Last of Us 2, to be honest. Because even though I know most console games are 30 FPS,
There.
it
See
felt
them?
like a little bit of a
Those are called
downgrade in Last of
stripes.
Us 2 because Last of Us Remastered was 60. So because of
Why'd
that,
you
Last
chase
of Us
them
2
off?
felt a little bit like a downgrade. That they
Show
chose
you how
30
some machines
FPS.
startle easily if they detect you and run away.
Potion
approach
Online,
by
thanks for the
stealth.
follow.
Don't worry. We'll
It's
catch
not
up with them
that big of a
further
deal
down
in
the
Last of Us
valley.
2,
You'll
but
see.
it felt a little bit like a
Now,
like the
I want you to find
developers
some rocks that fit the
chose
cup of your
graphics
hand.
over
Why?
Do as I
FPS.
say, Aloy, and gather the rocks. I'll
Last
show
of Us
you
was
how to use
30 on... Yeah, it was
Those
30
will
on
do.
PS3, but the
Follow.
last PS4 game was 60. I don't know what actually, I don't know what Uncharted 4 and Lost Legacy runs at. I assume they run at 30 as well. At the same time, I kind of feel like 30 should have been higher, but whatever. It's not that big of a deal in Last of Us 2, because it runs incredibly smooth. At least in my entire playthrough, I don't think I had a single frame drop that I can remember.
Harvest and kill so I can use the stalks as arrow shafts. Good. You'll never run out of
There's no
arrows.
excuse for having a PS5 game that isn't 60.
Here. Stay
30
low.
FPS is just gonna be fucking unacceptable on PS5.
The canister on its back.
Good strike! Again! Keep firing!
Like, it needs to get
You did
further
well
away
today,
from the Strider.
but you have much to learn.
The problem is, the closer the Strider is to you there, it triggers automatic
What was that?
slow motion.
That boy. The one
So
running the
that's a
parade
little bit
trails.
annoying when you're trying to shoot
Follow,
fast.
Aloy. Quick!
You need to stay a little bit of a distance from the Strider to avoid getting that slow-mo.
Aloy, faster!
No damage one. I said I would start Frozen Wilds no damage runs next week. We'll see.
Can't let them see me.
At least that's the plan.
Got to be careful.
But yeah, on PS5, it's just gonna be unacceptable if your game runs at 30. At least in my opinion, that's just a joke at that
There he is.
with that console. And we already know Assassin's Creed Valhalla is running at 30, which is fucking insane. I don't know what the hell sorry, not Naughty Dog, Ubisoft is thinking. No damage run with Shield Reaver? No. I'm not using Shield Reaver and no damage runs. That feels like cheating. When I was first starting, how often
He
did
said
I
we'd go
mess
hunting
up
this
and
morning.
leave quest area?
Why isn't he here?
You mean in my first
Where's he
run?
gone to?
In my first run of any percent, that never happened. As I already knew what
What's
to
he
do in
doing?
the childhood.
He's just standing there. What's going on with him?
Hey.
Did
No, would you...
of course.
If this...
Fi-
What? Yeah.
I'll
Hey, stop.
that something's really bothering him.
Because when I first did my very first any percent run, I already looked a lot at other people's any percent runs. I already learned a lot from watching other runs. Ready, Mita?
The embrace. My whole life, I've never gone beyond this valley. That'll change after the proving. 2 days. 2 days until I get answers. 2 days, and I'll know who she was. And why I was cast out at birth. As if there could be an excuse for that. Alright. Time to gather the parts for some fire arrows. I should find a herd.
or at the very least on the new consoles, you should have the option between 60 FPS or the game looking a little bit prettier. Only one more fighting meat.
Keep quiet.
Like, that should be a thing at the very least. The option to say, okay, I would rather have higher FPS. Fucking 2 more pixels. Or a couple more pixels. I did finish Last of Us Part 2, yeah. Finished it over a week ago now. I played through it in like 2 days. But I played like 11 hours each day or something like that. Actually, first day was like 10 hours or something, and then second day was like 12. So I got through it in like 2 days.
This'll help. That area back there. I wonder if I can find a way into it now that I'm... Some kind of power cell. I wonder what it's for.
Sure was a pressable experience. I mean, if it wasn't because I was streaming it, I wouldn't have played it like that, to be fair. If I had played it casually, I would probably have quit the game 12 hours in.
Time to see cars.
Not gonna lie. Because I was just so bored by it when we were like a little over halfway through the game.
Looks nervous. Super careful.
Night.
Oh.
I'll. Net my life.
I've got what I need.
I'm not saying I would never have finished it,
They're
but
hunting out there.
probably
Doesn't
would have
sound
taken
easy.
like a good break from it, or maybe just watched the rest of it on YouTube.
You have. You.
Wait.
Good night.
Hey, Hesh.
Carcass. What sort of beast was that?
The tribe calls it a sawtooth. Something.
I know I really hated on it a lot when I finished it on stream, to be fair. But that was also just the fact that I was so bored at that point after playing it for 12 hours. So I probably was a bit unfair to it when I... by the way, I got a blue damage card there, that's very good.
I should stay out of sight.
So I probably was a little bit unfair to it right after I beaten the game, but after reflecting on it, I still think it's not good. But it's not terrible as I called it right after I finished it. I still can't personally call it a good game, but it's not a terrible game. So dodge twice there, but that's fine.
I'll see.
But yeah, that's probably how a lot of people felt. Right about that. I think you're right about that one.
Aloy. So. Look for. You should
But
be.
I-
For you.
I have to let him go.
Nice.
For now.
I know they challenged the challenge point system as well, so now you get different points depending on the tier of sub you want. So regular subs don't get as many points as they used to.
It
Are you-
tabit as you
What?
caught. Well, anyway, you know.
Cheers.
Yes, I did.
Still not a fan of the challenge point system, by the way. I feel like it's still not that interesting.
Jog! Get down from there!
And pretty much just add memes.
Why do you have to go
Listen
climbing
carefully
houses?
now.
Oh,
you'll have to
not
tell this
supposed
when
to
I'm
go
gone.
climbing on other people's roofs, huh?
It's funny to have the channel points whenever we do a poll on stream. But other than that, I don't know. I like the fact that you can customize emotes using channel points. But I kind of feel like that should just be a standard feature that shouldn't require points.
What else?
But oh well.
Yeah, I mean,
I thought.
she got anyway.
Bloodthirsty Karja faithless.
Ghost of Tsushima, you will likely spend more hours in. I don't know, we'll see when I play it. I hope Ghost of Tsushima is not gonna be one of those really long games.
When all aspirants are in place.
Hope it's kind of like the length of Horizon. I don't know. Some games just have a tendency to overstate their welcome.
I have some questions for him.
I'm still excited for it. We'll see how it is when we play it. I will play Ghost of Tsushima on stream, yeah. That's the plan. So when it comes out on release, just like Last of Us, I'm not gonna play it at midnight, but I will be playing it probably start around 3 or 4 p.m. on the day of release. And then we'll just play it. Hey, Saxon.
Grazer!
Too close. How many of you guys are getting Ghost of Tsushima on release though?
There. Faster, come on. I've gotta catch up.
Also very interesting to see what Ghost of Tsushima is gonna be like, because it's been so long since Sucker Punch has released the last game. Like, didn't Infamous First Light, that game came out in like 2014, maybe early 2015? Been like a long time since they released the game.
No way but forward now.
I can't see.
Come on now.
Hey Chris,
Faster.
I'm doing pretty
Stop
good.
dragging. Gotta keep going.
The outcast.
On the old trail?
Is she crazy?
Good. I'm gaining.
Look, the outcast is catching up.
Sadly, Bast is not the villain of this game. Only the villain of Aloy's younger years.
I've trained my whole life for this. They had a tribe, but I had the wild.
Yeah.
Precision. Not enough.
I don't know.
Must be perfect. Come on. Be perfect. Be perfect.
Bit of a misstep. Let's just go for a good fight here.
Kill the invaders! Too many of them! We can't win! We can't hold them! Oh, Mother, help us! Get down! Kill the defilers!
Don't give up!
Oh no! There's more! They keep coming! How many are there? razor.
Oh, he is back here.
Too many of them!
Keep coming.
I was a little confused to ask where he was.
We can't hold them! Oh, mother, help us! Don't let
Ready?
it end like this. Fight! Kill them! Take down!
Move down.
Kill the defilers! They're too strong!
At least I'm not using any health here. Medicine. That's nice. Three. Not really moving here. Pretty good. Only the second wave should have been faster, but that was pretty good.
They must have found me before I bled out. I'm picking up some kind of signal. There. With the rest of... He's saying I was born here, inside the mountain. Another one of these power cells. But what do I do with it?
True, Resh is technically still alive. But I personally have a feeling we are not gonna see much of the Nora tribe in the second game.
Why did you bring me here?
One's mother was sacred. Not your fault, of course, but Jet decided with me.
Is my mother here? Am I going to meet her?
It's complicated. Please, just follow me.
You said the tribe is on the brink of extinction. What happened?
After the massacre at the Proving, a great war party
I mean, yeah, I mean his sole character trait is the fact that he really doesn't like Outcast.
Somehow they have a power over the machines, corrupting them, driving them mad.
So the killers got away?
To sing the hymn of atonement and beg for All Mother's mercy, as though she would not want us to help ourselves.
Then, what's your plan?
This was my plan. To show you where you were born.
Yeah, true.
And loose you to follow the
That's true.
destiny All Mother intended for you. The other high matriarchs are waiting for us. No,
Even...
yet. If any may...
Nora faithful, we will
Get
soon
ready for it.
begin. Purify your hearts. Soon we will beg forgiveness for the sins that brought
I mean, he's also an asshole. Sorry, asshole to Aloy after All Mother as well. After Aloy becomes the anointed. Even then, what am I doing?
My sister's twins teething. Goddess, give me strength.
I know it seems like a big time waste to get all this loot here before this fight, but it's actually really worth it.
Aloy!
Teb?
All Mother be praised. You're alive.
You don't have a lot of loot to work with in the early game here.
Ignore her. Continue.
I need.
Alright, let's hope the Striders don't hit my bombs here.
And
Braves, ready yourselves. Today we fight a curse, a demon. Oh, Mother, give us strength.
won't be long. Gotta get in position. Here it comes.
Attack! Watch the Striders! It's driven them mad!
It's down.
Got a freeze coil there. It's pretty good.
But
The coils you want to see from the corruptor right there, you want to see a handling coil, that's the best one. Damage coil, second, and freeze is like first. Everything else is irrelevant. Got a handling coil there, so that's nice. Oh, and another freeze coil, goddamn. So like, getting a freeze coil from the corruptor is like the third best thing I can get from him. God damn it, I keep healing myself here. I shouldn't heal myself here. It's a waste of medicine. It's just a reflex because I do that in New Game Plus.
Bring it close!
But yeah, you shouldn't heal yourself here because you can restart. You actually have to restart from save here in like a minute. And when you restart from save, you get all your health back without using medicine. It's a waste to heal myself there.
my whole life, all of it me embraced. The world just got bigger.
I mean, it's just so annoying when the Strider takes out your bombs. It's just this. I don't know. Because you played really well up until that point, and then one Strider runs into the bombs, and then run is just dead. Like I said, at this point, if that happens in a run, I'm just resetting. I don't want to lose a minute like that. It's gonna cause a good amount more resets, because sadly we don't have a better strat for that fight. But I just don't want to lose a minute.
My focus is
A minute is just too much at this point.
Maybe I can scan it. Another village, up on the heights.
But luckily this run got to continue. At least the good thing about that is it is still the most inconsistent fight in the game, so
Such distraction.
you know, at least the most inconsistent fight in the game is at the very beginning of the game. So, you know, not the end of the world because of would suck a lot more if it was like 2 hours into the run. Where you would have a fight with no control over it.
What? I'm not. All I.
Exactly, Otto. I've tried a couple of things, but nothing is more consistent than what we currently are doing.
Ross said Ward Chief Sona went after the
Trust me, I
Towers
have
for the
tested it. I just don't have anything that works better. Sadly. Let's see, we have 5 bony meat and 2 fatty meat, so I need 3 more fatty meat before we're done with the frozen walls. We need meat for the fast travel packs. 1 fast travel pack is 1 bony meat and 1 fatty meat and some wood. But wood is never an issue in this run. Only the meat is the issue when it comes to crafting faster. Yeah, I mean, the strat is very optimal. That's the thing with the strat.
Mother's
The only problem is that
feels more like a
I don't know, maybe like 50% of the runs. Maybe 40%. It's less than 50% of the runs die because a strider runs into the bombs and ruins the entire strat. And then you have to fight the corruptor manually, which is roughly a minute slower. Yeah, I know Blegas has also been trying things. I think Charlatan also tried some stuff. But, yeah. There's nothing viable, sadly. Another boar right here. Fatty meat. We'll need 2 more. Yeah, maybe I should get more out of the way of the striders. There's definitely still things to test with it. Alright, I got all the meat I need already, so that's good. Got a good amount of boars here, good RNG. But yeah, standing maybe a bit further away, giving the striders more space to move on would perhaps be better, or maybe standing in front of the bombs. Like, things I just need to play around with. See if I can figure something out. I also been doing some strat testing for New Game Plus, by the way, off stream. Been playing around with a lot of New Game Plus stuff. Testing out using the Stormslinger in few scenarios. I have some potential, perhaps, with the Stormslinger. I have some potential with it. But, of course, it's still quite risky. On ultra hard. I'm still working on some stuff. It's only in a couple of places it might be worth it. Like a Ring of Metal is like one spot where it could be very useful. The Ring of Metal. Because on machines, using it on machines on ultra hard is not really that much worth it. Because it does, you can do more damage with the freeze and bow combo. But using it on grouped up enemies actually it can be quite beneficial.
These look like unique markings. Is this the way to their territory?
I don't know. We'll find out once I start testing that run, Advent. It's definitely not gonna be easy, but who knows? Maybe we'll find something that could make it easier. I haven't tested anything yet for Frozen Wilds damageless, by the way. I have not done any testing in regards to no damage for Frozen Wilds. I haven't even tried a test run or anything. But stuff like that I will start doing next week, as I said. At least that's the plan right now. But one thing I'm thinking about for Frozen Wilds damageless, I think I'm not gonna do the Tallneck in that run. I actually want to test and see if the bandit camp is easier to do without taking damage.
Ha! You sure you'll be warm enough up here, Nora?
I've worked up a sweat from the climb.
You made it to the cut, Outlander.
Not that you'll stay long.
So far above the valley. There's thin.
I want to see if the bandit camp is actually easier to do without taking damage compared to doing the Tallneck.
Big going on. Most of the village is moving towards that smoke.
When the route change,
Aloy.
Bleggers did some route changing alongside Charlatan, I think.
Spouting all
I believe Otto also helped. Like 2 or 3 weeks ago?
I want
Or maybe a month ago at this point?
rumor.
Not
Where Bleggers started using a new route and it turns out to work really a lot better. Getting the Striker Bow for any percent ultra hard. And not just getting the Striker Bow, you also get 2 really good modifications as well. Which just helps you do a shit ton more damage. Because on ultra hard, because the merchants are 5 times more expensive, it's just really expensive to get new weapons. But the Striker Bow only costs 16 blue gem, and you can collect the 16 blue gem quite fast. And you gotta remember, technically I only lose time to getting the Striker Bow while I'm in the Frozen Wilds, because just getting to the Frozen Wilds actually saves time later, because then I can fast travel between War Chief camps and Grave Horde, which I normally would have to walk between. So the time lost only begins once I enter the Frozen Wilds. And the Striker Bow easily makes up for that time loss. As well as the coils you get. It is the pristine coils you get. Why did I get off my mount there? That was a bit... You get a plus 51 damage. You can see right here, I'm gonna pick up this animal figurine right here. You only need this animal figurine to get the pristine mod. It has to be this specific one. The figurine number 3 is the damage, gives you the damage coil when you trade it. So that's why I pick up that animal figurine there. Then of course I collect 16 blue gem for the Striker Bow, which you'll see me go past some blue gem spots. And right here on the leg is a modification for my outfit, which allows me to take a bit more damage. And means that certain attacks from enemies will not be one-shot. You can see right here I get a weapon weave, which increases my defense against damage, ranged attacks and close range attacks. So getting that weapon weave means that a lot of attacks that normally would be here in Ultra Hard be one-shots are no longer one-shots. So I can survive a few more attacks. Whereas without any modifications to my armor, a lot of attacks from enemies would be one-shots. There are still a lot of attacks that are one-shots because you're so low on health throughout this entire run. But for the most part, or a lot of minor attacks that would be one-shots are no longer one-shots, basically. My mom was too close.
Footing on these slopes.
Yeah, I mean, the main issue is just nobody really ran this category for a long time. Because the category wasn't fun. Like, with the old route we had, this category was just not fun to do. Like, the old route sucked. It was terrible. But it was the best we had at the time. But this category is a lot more fun to do with this route. Albeit, the beginning of the run is not that necessarily that interesting. It makes the entire rest of the run so much more interesting. And also, you gotta remember, throughout pretty much the entirety of 2019, I was the only person running this game. I know the speedrunning scene for Horizon has blown up quite a bit here in 2020, but prior to that, it was pretty much just me working on the game in regards to testing and finding strats. And I tended to just focus on the categories I really enjoyed, which was not this one. So now that there are more people running the game, that also leads to naturally more stuff gets tested and routed and yada yada. Because the more people that are working on a game, the more stuff gets found. Yeah, when the PC version comes out, it's certainly gonna help as well. I assume a lot of people will try speedrun this one. Maybe not a lot, but there will definitely be new people that'll get their hands on speedrunning this game when the PC version comes around. Because I know there are a lot of people that would like to speedrun this game, but they just claim they can't do it because they don't want to aim with a controller. Which is a shame, but fair enough. If you really hate using a controller when it comes to aiming, then I don't blame you. Even though I will say this game does a really good job with controller use while aiming. I'm sure a lot of people will pick up the game. Or at least a couple of people, I'm not sure. Who knows, maybe the game blows up when PC comes as a speedrun. I doubt that though, but I'm sure some people will start speedrunning it though.
Water gushing from
With the PC version.
What is this place?
Ursus Americanus, the magnificent American black.
But as you.
I have.
Oh,
Of course. If I.
A lot of shots there. There's no news about the PC version yet. Still no news. Nice gold split. Was pretty fast. I am more than a minute ahead, yes. My PB did not have a good start to the run. My PB had a really good late game, but early game and mid game wasn't that great.
See?
Don't really have a lot of stuff to sell. Holy crap, I would sell that, can sell that. Buy. Wait, sell weapons. Wait, buy resource. Buy metal vessels.
Well,
And then we craft. Carry capacity. Armor. Modify weapon. Alright, good. Getting a lot better at the menuing for this run as well. Menuing is just not my strong suit. I imagine on PC, if the mouse works really well in the menu, you could probably do menuing incredibly fast with the mouse.
Those machines. You can see the corruption coming off them like smoke. Flames burn stronger than usual. The flames! They're burning it!
Good. Maybe you can do an all allies join in speedrun. Not a bad idea.
Well, here I am. Got their attention. Here they come. Corrupted Watchers.
How did that hit? That was a really fast second zone.
Corruption. Time to see if the Karja Fords will let me pass over the mountains.
Maybe use fire arrows? No, the fire arrows are really slow. As long as you hit your shots, you can do it pretty fast. Fire arrows don't actually help. Not even with the Watchers. You just need 2 shots to the Watchers and 3 shots to the Scrabbers if you hit them correctly. You can one-shot the Watchers if you hit them right in the eye. But 2 body shots where you don't hit an armor plate as well will kill the Watcher.
Sounds
no
like
matter
fire.
what coils you have.
Has something attacked the Karja fort? A corruptor.
Sure. What's that shaking? Really good shooting there.
Truly, the sun shines upon us this day.
It wasn't the sun risking its ass down here.
That was a really good card
Where are
bottom.
you headed, girl?
West
Erasmus,
to Meridian.
I'm doing pretty good.
The way of
Okay.
we're
Yeah, you don't have the triple shot yet. Do not have a triple shot. You don't get the triple shot until after Megason. And I get the double shot after excavation site.
Who the killers were, how they saw me through his focus. Who the woman is,
But this is a pretty much perfect start to the run so
why
far.
they want me dead. Owen's trail leads to Meridian.
Let's keep that up.
When I catch him, he will talk. And he will pay for all the lives he's
Gotta remember, I do need some fatty meat before Megason. I only have one. Preferably I need 3, but I can do with 2 before Maker's End. Just because it's such a good start, I'm gonna use a health yellow potion here. Just in case he hits me.
be fascinating.
It is one.
Me.
I'm not really gonna use the yellow potion later. And at the point where I would probably use a yellow potion later, I would most likely have another one. I gotta be on the lookout for animals here on the way to Meridian, just in case I can get the fatty meat a little early. I don't have to think about it until after we're done with Borderlands again. We had thunder last night here in Denmark. But it's pretty chilly today. It's only 20 degrees compared to the entire rest of the week where it was like 30 all the other days almost. Or just under 30. So it's nice to get like a thunderstorm yesterday to just, you know, clean out the air, get some rain. Because, you know, when it's been really hot for like a week without any rain, you know, the air kind of feels, you know, a little rough, a little dusty, right? So whenever a rain shower comes along and just cleans the air, that's always nice. I'm sure if it's getting really hot tomorrow, that's gonna be very nice. Why is the bandit so close to Meridian? What the hell? Breathing baked air? Yeah, exactly.
Is it truly any surprise the machines have run mad?
Convid isn't too bad there. Not so bad anymore. It's never really been bad here in Denmark, because, I don't know, the spread wasn't... I believe last time I heard we have only 600 people died. We have a lot of people that have been infected,
What's going on?
but in terms of people dying,
Somewhere.
not that many compared to other countries. I mean, 600 is still, you know, a good amount.
Aaron
But
said
compared
he'd
to
introduce me
other
his
countries, like
sister if I visited
600 is actually not that bad.
Meridian. She was captain of the Vanguard.
Whereas, like, in the US, I think they're like at 120,000. Granted, they're a larger country, but even per citizen, that's a lot higher than us.
Stop in the how
I know.
And I know Sweden has
as
more than twice as many casualties as we have.
How are
hard.
the kill?
So,
I need.
But
No,
but
I don't.
statistically, even though people have died, don't get me wrong, statistically, it's not actually going that bad.
Hey, come back.
And also, we don't actually
Holy
have that
space
many
is this
people
place.
in hospitals.
Where are you going? Come back.
We have a lot of people that are infected, but not that many people in the hospital. That's also a good sign.
Come back. I thought you wanted to go to Olin's place.
About Ursa's murder.
Not now. Here we are.
That's a good quote out of
Tried to break
context,
it.
Seth. Fair enough. It's a very good quote out of context.
Let's give.
But yeah,
Looks like Olin kept.
I know it sucks when you just talk about statistics in regards to something horrible like this, but
No doubt now.
statistically,
Olin knew I was targeted.
we're not doing that bad.
A map. The glyphs show places he visited. There's your.
How did? I'll
Leave it
wait.
out.
I'm not. Don't act. Look. Feel.
Red.
Oh! Are you serious? Holy shit! That has never happened before. I got a purple handling call in a green box. What? Oh my god. Holy shit. I got a purple handling call in a green box. What are the chances of that happening? What? That's insane. My mount. It's just slow. Holy crap. I mean, I've had happen before, you know, just in casual play, but in an actual run, that's never happened. My god. Alright, we have 2 fighting me now. Preferably I would like 1 more before Maker's End. That's insane RNG. Holy crap. This is slightly worse RNG having snap moss here. I have to go around them like this.
Let's see you catch us.
I'm not going in between them. I'm probably gonna get hit by some ice here. And there's a sawtooth there. Come on, game. He needs to turn around. Okay, we got some bad RNG there, but I guess the handling coil has made up for that. See, perfect balance right there. You get a purple handling coil and then you get the worst RNG on the way to excavation site. Anyway, I should focus now so we don't throw away this opportunity.
Let's get this over with.
Lives?
Kill her.
No, you had your chance.
Still not going for me. hole in instead of me. Boxed in. Good fight.
I
know.
Not the fastest fight ever, but decent fight.
I'm not. What?
They never.
What do I do when they and
You've owned
you say
Haiti.
hate
Still such.
and what?
At least I didn't get boxed in there because I was forced up against the wall there. Managed to get out of that. Ooh, blue handling coil. I mean, I don't really need it, but thank you. I already have a purple one, so I don't need that one. But fair enough, game. Thanks for another one. RNG is so good right now, I literally don't care about getting blue handling coils. What the hell? I'm just gonna go around. On my first playthrough, I had a lot of issues with excavation side as well, Tex. Like, excavation side was like one of the first places I really got stuck on in my first playthrough. One. I'm just gonna restart from save. I'm doing good on resources, so I don't need to loot those guys. My first playthrough was on normal.
Come on over here and have a word.
And then I did very hard right after that, because that was before Ultra Hard came out.
Yeah. Come on.
A lot of people don't remember this, but Ultra Hard was not in the game when it first came out. Ultra Hard was patched in later. About 5 or 6 months after the game came out, they patched the game and added Ultra Hard, Story, and New Game Plus.
Is this Shadow Carja?
No.
Did I rush the main story? No.
As soon as they set foot in the cleft.
My first playthrough took 48 hours, and I got all the trophies on that one.
Hey, this is it.
I didn't get 100%, but 48 hours, and I got all the trophies.
Artifact of yours. Find a clue or something.
It's not like I didn't even think I was gonna speedrun this game when I first played it. That thought did not cross my mind until later. After I'd played through the game like 5 or 6 times. Was when I thought, maybe I should speedrun it.
Keep fighting, you filthy sack.
Ah shit, he's stuck.
See what
What's that?
I think it's calling in machines. Get ready.
Really? that guy. Decent fight.
These look like Vanguard.
Could have gone worse. Could have gone better.
Ursa's men didn't fight back. Those rocks, they're shattered. Something hit these stones. Something I've never seen before.
I wasn't even that good at the game when I started speedrunning. I was definitely better than the average person, but like the people that were already speedrunning the game were definitely better at me at the time.
There, by the tripod.
For sure. Really? That was a goal? I think that was a goal, but I'll take it. I told this story before, not long ago, but I got the record in New Game Plus Ultra Hard pretty quickly because the run wasn't that optimized strategy-wise. And the record at the time didn't take that much advantage of the Frozen Wild stuff. So I had got the record, but then about a month after I'd gotten the record, and I'd still done some runs to improve my time a bit, Sinful by Nature came back to the category, and then he beat my time by 5 minutes. Just to put into perspective. But that was like over 2 years ago. And then it took me like roughly almost a month to beat him back. But that was a big part of the reason why I got very motivated to get really good times and make sure people couldn't just easily beat my times. Was because Sinful was just able to come along and beat me by 6 minutes or 5 minutes. That was a good wake-up call to have early on. These machines are staring me down right now.
Pain's drawing back.
Because at the time I started running the game, Sinful was the best runner.
Maker's End. Not much farther now.
Sinful and Aussie was the two best. And then after I beat Sinful, Sinful stopped speedrunning because, you know, focused more on IRL stuff, which is totally fair.
Her name is Elizabeth Sobek.
And then it was just me and Aussie that kept going, but Aussie never ran ultra hard. Aussie always only focused on the easy difficulty runs. Let me just check here. I only have 2 fatty meat, but so that just means I need to get 1 fatty meat before bottoms.
I've left some useful equipment just outside the walls. Your focus will show the location.
So a lot of people always come in and ask me, so why do you keep running a category if you already have the record? Because I also want the records to be good, you know? I don't want to have a record that somebody can just come along and beat it easily. If somebody's gonna beat my records, they need to put some time and effort into it.
Another explosion.
All weapons operational. Time to get it moving. And be quick about it. No daydreaming. Soon this demon will be up and running. Another death.
disabled his
Must be
focus.
another kind of ancient
The
machine.
rest is up to you.
Bigger than a crouch. I'll handle it.
I'm good to shoot double shots.
I lost her.
Hey!
Got another handling call there. Not sure how
Mysterious
good it is,
stranger, did you see that? I need to find a way.
but I'm gonna check. Might swap it out. Or actually, I'm gonna swap it out for my blue. Still have blue damage, so I'm just gonna swap that out and go for double handling. Now that I think about it, I'd rather go for the double handling.
Or a statue of one, in a way. A machine.
Welcome to Feral Automated Solutions, where all the problems of tomorrow are being solved today. With over 25,000.
And yes, obviously, I really enjoy playing the game, because if I wasn't speedrunning this, I don't know what I would be playing. I would probably have learned a different speedrun.
Looks like the way up.
Close to home, like the
But I just haven't found anything I really want to spend a lot of time on yet. Because if I'm gonna speedrun something, I also want it to be something I can put in a good amount of time to and get really good at.
brighter, safer, and always surprising.
Gonna be a long way up. Frozen metal.
I don't want to learn a speedrun just to learn it and do like 5 runs and be done. I like to learn something that I could spend more time with and try to really get good at, like I've done for Horizon.
I guess those things were common.
I did that with Spyro, to be fair. But I always knew I was gonna run Spyro, because Spyro is just my favorite, one of my favorite games from my childhood. I have so much nostalgia for Spyro. Because especially Spyro the Dragon was the first game I ever owned myself, and the first game I ever completed. That just has a really special place in my heart, and also speedruns of it are very fun to do. Maybe Ghost of Tsushima? Yeah, maybe Ghost of Tsushima could be a really fun speedrun. That'd be awesome. I mean, the gameplay sure looks fun, but I'm not sure how great it's gonna be once you try to speed it up. But who knows, maybe. That'd be cool if it is.
A way up. All it takes is a few good handholds. Alright, made it.
All data has been erased from this device. Do you wish to deploy alpha privileges to recover purged data?
Oh yes, I believe I do.
A file has been recovered.
Elizabeth, good to,
It'd be nice if I could get some fast travel packs from those boxes.
No need. I dropped all 18 lawsuits the moment you landed.
No fast travel packs. You can get fast travel packs out of those boxes as well.
Alright, this promises to be interesting.
Nope.
Perhaps we could have lunch brought in. You know, get...
I know you, Ted.
I'm starting to lose my voice a little bit. Not sure if you guys can hear it. Need to drink some water.
I keep finding these power cells. What do they do?
Liz, we would, if we could.
It's just a sign that I'm not drinking that much water right now.
Telling me a swarm has gone rogue, Ted.
It's worse than that.
Show me the data then. And I'll take that lunch. Alone.
Hey, Starger. How you doing?
Ted Faro brought Elizabeth Sobek here, but they hated each other.
Another file has
This
been recovered.
isn't a glitch.
It's a catastrophe.
Fully aware. It's bad.
Bad?
Jesus, Liz.
It's not bad, Ted. It's apocalyptic. You built a line of killer robots
Peacekeepers.
that consume biomass as fuel.
In emergencies.
And you made them capable of self-replication.
Limited, self-manufacture, controlled.
Not anymore. The glitch severed chain of command. The only nation this swarm answers to now is itself.
Yeah, no,
Everything else is just food. And at the rate it's replicating, Ted, it will strip the Earth bare in 15
Go on,
months.
Arctic.
We're not talking fall of civilization. We're talking extinction.
I get it, Liz. So how do I stop it while it's contained?
It's not contained. It can't be.
You know what I mean.
Alright. So before we fast travel, I gotta remember to check the handling coil, learn the skill for triple shot, and try fast travel packs. Gotta remember to do that.
The Faro robots threatened all life on Earth, but somehow she defeated them.
Yeah, thanks for the reminder.
The world of the old ones fell.
Because the one I have right now is only a 55%. Maybe the one I got dropped there was better. Well, actually, no, I'm not. Like I said, I'm not even gonna check. I'm just gonna put it on. Because I have a blue damage call on. I would rather have 2 purple handling than 1 blue damage. Stand up and stretch.
I didn't expect it to be worse than the disease.
It's not, Ted. It may be grim, but it's our only chance. Now sign the proposal.
Let's get a little bit of blood flowing going.
Sign it? I can't sign that.
Yes, you can.
That? Liz, I cannot in good conscience sign that.
You've got a choice, Ted.
I know.
I am speaking to
My goal is to finish this in under 2 hours and 40 minutes. Sub 240.
I meet with General Harris and the rest of the Joint Chiefs.
That is my current goal for this category.
Are you crazy?
Now your choice is what I tell them. Sign, and I'll tell them the wealthiest corporation on Earth has guaranteed the funds necessary to build Zero Dawn.
Lol.
Exactly as I've designed it. Or don't sign, and I will make sure they and everyone else on this planet knows the real cause of the glitch.
Jesus, Liz. You don't have to threaten me. I'll sign.
Look on the bright side, Ted. From here on out, you get to do what you've always been good at. Footing the bill while others get their hands dirty.
God forgive me.
Right.
Or but
we do
what
Go. It's only past 53. Oh yeah. But yeah, double handling on my bow, so my bow is gonna shoot really fast. Not necessarily do that much damage, but shooting fast is gonna make up for that. But who knows, maybe we'll get dropped a purple damage later. I did do that.
No shadows under the noonday sun. Words to live
By killing bigger machines, you can get them.
Greet.
What
He's in. Follow.
all of these people are here to see the sun king.
Yes.
Kill a lot of Thunderjaws, Behemoths, or Stormbirds. Or if you have the DLC, you can find some specific ones as well.
Machine tamer with a curious eye. It's all very intriguing.
I'm not here to intrigue you.
Too late.
I gotta remember I need to farm some meat before Borderlands. Preferably I want to get 2 fatty meats before Borderlands. But I really only need 1. We'll see what we get.
What's the Sun King like?
The most important thing is what he isn't like. His father.
I know.
I actually don't know that, Otto. Or I don't remember if you can do that. Because it's not something I do. But you don't really get close to that guy. I mean, you get kind of close to him when you go for Dervil's apartment, but at those points it's not really worth it. He's a bit far out of the way, to be fair. And I don't know how much meat you get in a box. But something to test out, perhaps. Because if you get a lot of it, then it could maybe be worth it. But I do not know how much he actually gives you in a box. Or how much you get from a box. Like what the average box gives you. Because if it could skip a good amount of animal farming, then yeah, it would definitely be worth. Ah, shit. I have to switch.
Low and quiet,
Ravager being right in the path. I died to him in one of my runs, so I just don't want to take the risk. It's also a shame because there was a boar right there. I would have loved to have killed that boar. But it's too risky to jump off and get him.
Murad's set to look for his agent in the town's marketplace. Pitchcliff isn't far. Murad's agent is waiting in the town marketplace.
Armor's not enough. Find cover.
This is a different run. This is not New Game Plus. This is any percent. Boar all the way up there. I have to go for him. Oh, where did he go? Oh. Where's the green one? Yeah, he got me to fatty meat, so it's worth it. A little out of the way, but I have to get it. Let's see, I have 5 bony meat. Cool. What does any percent mean? Beat the game as fast as possible, starting from a fresh file. That is the basic concept of what it means. So starting from a fresh playthrough, or new game playthrough, whatever you want to call it, then beat the game as fast as possible. New Game Plus is the same concept, but there you can start with weapons from a previous playthrough. But this is any percent, so you start from a fresh.
The shadows are getting long.
Can you check what the meat box costs then, Otto? Like, what do you have to pay for the meat box, and what do you get in it? If you're trying it out right now. Just in case it potentially could be worth it.
They've spotted me.
Oh. Process middle block. Yeah, we don't really get that anywhere. There's one spot we might be able to get one, to be fair. Right before Gravehawk. There's one that's not too out of the way, but depends on what the meat is you get from that box. Whether it's actually worth it. Anyway, next fight. Borderlands is so much harder in nighttime. Because you do it at night in any percent, because it's a different time of day. Compared to...
Duval's men. It's about to get ugly.
I hope so.
Compared to New Game Plus. Yep, we're fucked. What health do you have? Christ. Not good. Can't see his head at all. That apparently didn't even hit him.
Ursa must be in there. We have to get through.
There must be a way to get through.
It's terrible Borderlands. Handling coil. Let's go. Oh, sorry, damage coil. I mean.
I think.
Go.
Yeah, really slow Borderlands. What sensitivity do I play? Standard, 50% on both axes.
My focus is picking up.
Well, let's try to make the most out of this run then, Otto. If that's the case.
This must be the rise Sona's runner told me about.
That Borderlands was mainly my fault. I missed too many shots.
The war chief stopped.
I need to practice it more at nighttime, because it's really hard to see enemies where they are.
I should try my focus.
I just need more nighttime practice with that.
Boots and blood. Looks like Sona and her braves headed for that ridge. A dead sawtooth. Maybe Sona took it out. She could be close.
Come on, no fatty meat.
You'll have a hard show.
No fatty meat.
The killers are just across this ridge, digging the cursed earth. The sin of the ancients is buried in that soil. Corrupter demons.
I know of them. I killed one at Mother's Watch.
Nice, 2 fatty meat, just what I needed.
Old clean. I wonder if you'll live up to it.
Good.
Hours ago.
Now let's get on with it.
The fuck?
Who's up there?
Just stay out of their way for now.
Yes. About.
This wasn't if Mike no
She's and I
do is
Commanders, over the past month, accidental blaze explosions have killed 12 men. Here in the Ring of Metal, I've taken the precaution of placing our entire stockpile in a covered shelter, safe from stray sparks and lightning, and I've posted guards to control access. I urge you to take similar measures, or suffer the consequences. Supply Master Theron, out.
A blaze stockpile inside their base. I found. Damn. There's
blood. Please,
devil. I'll
sound.
It's a good war, Chief. Thanks for helping out with the questions in the chat, by the way, guys. Really appreciate it. It's not easy to always answer questions when you're really trying to focus. So, thanks for helping out there. Yeah, I use an Elgato HD60 as my capture card. HD60 or HD60S to be exact. There's a difference.
Quietly.
One of them.
We are all braves today. We did it!
4 is right on my path like this. It's definitely worth to get him. I know I can save a lot of time on cams here. My PB really screwed up here. Let's undo that.
Let's do this.
Nice, 2 fast roll packs. Let's go.
Enough.
That box right there on the corner. It's important to loot that one because it sometimes has fast roll packs in it, as you can see. So make sure if you are running any percent, always loot that box.
Get over here!
Calm, calm.
Yeah, the striker bow is the best bow in the game. If you know how to use it, it's the best bow in the game. Has some really good camps, by the way. Argue the first one could maybe have been a little better, but nonetheless pretty good.
If I
sounds.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Another gold. Very good. Doing really well so far. That's awesome.
Go now. We wait on your signal.
You do have a plan, right?
You followed me this far, even into the ruins. I thought you trusted me.
I do, but how would you know that this base has a weakness?
Patience, Varl. You'll know soon enough. Up you go.
Right, ring of metal time.
Take my hand.
See someone up there?
Only got hit once there, that's totally acceptable. Explosion.
up on high!
Close isn't good enough.
Come here.
Get ready for this. Child's play.
Okay, they didn't even spawn in the back there. It's a graveyard. I don't know any entry-level capture cards, sorry. I would say Elgato probably is an entry-level capture card, to be honest.
They're inside too. Operation Enduring Victory.
I know Elgatos might seem a bit expensive, but I don't know if you can get any cheaper HD capture cards. Unless you want to stream like retro games, you can get some cheap non-HD capture cards, but HD capture cards are quite expensive. Or, they're not really that expensive, but, you know, compared to other things. But I would say Elgato is probably the best one to start with.
Maybe I should try scanning objects in this area. 3 power lines, 3 sources. That makes 1. That's 2. 1 more. Okay, that did it. Sounds like that did it. Tools being used. And voices. More clips. Must be another way.
We've got company!
Yes. Good wall run. Yeah, I forgot to restart from save. Still a reflex to not do it. Too used to the old straps. But yeah, I forgot it. To be fair, that only loses me 2 seconds, so not the end of the world. But I forgot.
A map of what?
My muscle memory is still very strong for old strats.
The ones I found before. I'm gonna have to figure this out. Another Kopish. And this one can move.
Humans. full fight.
So the soldiers long ago, they had to fight hundreds of those all at once.
That is very hard to do much better than that.
Thank you, Dr. Sobek. You can take a seat.
Very nice. So good so far. Yep, you can jump over his bullets. Looked extra cool right there because I happened to do it doing slow motion. But yes, you can jump over his bullets. I'm getting too good at this game. Yeah, I should just quit. Yeah, exactly. All damage in this game are projectiles, so everything can be dodged. The hardest thing to dodge in this game is actually arrows from, like, human bows. That's probably the hardest thing to dodge. Let's see if we get some better damage or handling cards here. No, nothing useful. Cool. Oh well, I already have pretty good cards, so it doesn't matter. I got a Deathbringer heart. Hit scan works well in some games, but I definitely prefer games that do not rely on hit scan.
The file I'm sending contains the war plan for
But in some games, it does work pretty well.
War plan. This is
But I'm definitely a fan of projectiles when I play games.
Something. Consider the alternative. Dr. Sobek, I've secured use of a decommissioned orbital launch base outside Bryce, Utah as a Zero Dawn staging area. Plenty of space there. When can you get started?
I've already mailed you a list of alpha and beta candidates. Most are foreign nationals or subjects of corporate holdings, so extracting them...
Leave that to me. You'll get your dream team. Count on it.
Then I'll be off.
Orbital launch base. What is that? What did the... Now...
It's the helix. It's a lot. Yeah.
Wait, the... What was... Zero... Now how...
Oh wait. Nice. On to Eclipse Base. Man, so far so good this run. Goddamn. No, I use default control binds as well. By the way, I already have enough fast travel packs to finish the rest of the run. I don't need to worry about meat either. I got a good amount of meat throughout this entire run.
Don't see what everyone's so impressed about.
No, I use a normal PlayStation 4 controller and I use 50% sensitivity on both axes, and my button layout is the standard layout. Nothing special there. Yeah, I'm not sure how good my goal split is here on Eclipse Base. I've had runs like this before where I already have good enough fast travel packs, so but I'm not sure if I got a good Eclipse Base as well. But yeah, normally you do a lot of hunting in this area to get meat. This is like a good area to hunt meat. See, there's a boar right there, but I don't need to kill it. There's lots of animals spawn right here, so if you're short on meat, this is the place to get some. Because after Eclipse Space, there's not really gonna be any good hunting areas left in the game. So if you're short on meat here, now's the time to hunt meat. Yeah, I have 7 fast travel packs left, which is just what I need
I was wondering when we'd
to
speak
finish
up.
the rest of the route.
There's a shield rock wall just ahead. Look close, and you'll find handholds leading up.
Oh, really? And who put those there, Right. Why would I expect an answer? It's so much more exciting to keep it all a mystery. Crash the Eclipse focus on what he said.
Hi,
How are we
YouTube.
gonna do that?
Still a lot of run left, guys.
Oh, wait. I forgot. We won't.
Don't
I
mind.
do all the dangerous stuff. You just listen it. All right. What now?
You wait, that's what.
Gonna be tight. Corrupted machines. Controlling my thoughts.
Soldiers. Held in reserve for war yet to come. You'll have to get past that. The back way. I didn't say it'd be easy.
You believe in me, thanks. No problem, Maceman. Skip.
Drag marks.
We just need a good escape.
The gate's barred. No getting past that.
You'll have to find another way.
You think?
I still remember the days where I was extremely inconsistent with that skip. Because when we first started using that skip and runs, it took me a while to get really consistent at it.
Climate. The sooner this is done, the better.
I don't like this.
And also, I used to use it, do it in a slightly different way, which was a little harder to do. But then I found a slightly easier way to pull it off, which definitely is paying off now.
No way. Yeah, you think? What do you think I'm doing? Taking a nap?
See someone up there?
Watch out, more Eclipse!
Bridge in sight.
That's the way out!
I know.
Nice. Big time save there. Because in my PB I had to do a lot of hunting to get meat. But that is obviously time save now, because I didn't have to do any. You're feeling bad for Blaggers? Oh well.
Sunfall. The Mad King Duran's summer palace. A bulwark.
I saw he got a sub, or I obviously saw because I approved his time for the leaderboard, but I saw he got a sub 40 in the Frozen Wilds.
We will learn much from this, Aloy.
That's what I'm hoping.
Gotta remember to buy the bow here. Crafting. We'll put a blue handling coil on it.
The submarine. A proud tradition. Now we get to see if your attack on their focus network was entirely successful. Success. Welcome to the Citadel, Aloy.
I wonder if he's gonna try to beat me in the Frozen Wilds.
If you want to hear about today's bounties, head for the throne room. You're not going
Even
to
though my Frozen Wilds run was really good, but they have already found new strats for it, so
First time
even
in
if
the
it means
Citadel.
having to listen
good amount of new time save to help there.
Balustrade. It's a short drop from there.
Well, not gonna be easy to get that 38 beaten.
Obviously.
That's for sure.
Now, it's very important that you hear what I'm about to say. I've shown you the way in, but this humble vent marks a point of no return. Before you descend into the depths here, you should be fully committed, equipped, and focused. No distractions. If you have errands to
That
run,
was
do them
intentional.
first or hold your peace. I won't
That's
tolerate
actually an
whining.
intentional skip to fall
Is that
down there.
clear?
It's a lot faster than climbing down the normal way.
I didn't ask you along for the ride.
Trust me. Climbing down the normal way takes forever. So falling there is quite fast.
Welcome to Project Zero.
He's still used to no damage? Yeah, fair enough. Obviously you don't do no damage. You can do that skip without taking damage, but I wouldn't say it's worth the risk if you were to do a no damage run.
Where was this place?
A holographic
sure.
theater.
CD01 data intact. Initiating playback.
That doesn't make sense. Life on Earth didn't cease to exist.
He said it could not be stopped.
But it was. Somehow Elizabeth saved us. I've got to keep looking. Find out how she did it. Kestrels. They got in. Through the vents. I can pass them. Undetected.
Spread out!
Oh yeah, going through the normal way is not even consistent. All of the stupid climbing mechanics. But in no damage runs, I'm just ready to pause the game in case the climbing mechanics fuck up.
Remade?
Yes. By a machine. A machine.
Intruder! Get her!
Oh yeah.
Whatever you do, don't die now.
Life. For us.
Down.
Why Hades?
Should jump.
Part of the How did it end up in the wreckage of a little robot? Why does it want to kill me? And Hollow. The archive is null. What happened to that? Power's down.
Is there another route?
I've done the. Here we go. Another one of these. Need to find the right configuration.
Come on.
Found one.
Oh, that was a bad crap. That was a really bad angle I
Looks
had
like
there.
that heart I found upstairs would fit here. That should do the trick. Now let's get that door open. That did it.
Time for the Zero Dawn skip here.
Now to see what lies beyond it.
Nice, second try. Good enough.
Welcome to Hades.
Time for the Sun Ring, the hardest fight in the game. In this run. Because it's very important you don't die, but to be fair, even if I die, my PB also died. But might not lose me that much time, but if I can do this without dying, I can save a ton of time. Oh, the speedrun I did with the cutscenes? I did get the Warbow, yes. Don't worry. Alright, let's hope I can actually dodge this guy.
I'll never beat that thing without weapons. My weapons are up on the platform. There's no way out of this room. Maybe I could use its strength against it. That pillar's weak. Another hit, and that pillar will come down.
Yes, okay. It's not over yet. I still need to survive the fight. The hard part is getting the pillars down without dying. Still need to kill him without dying. Got the pillars down. Really, you can do the dig attack?
Come and get it.
You're not?
Those components on the sides of its head. That has something to do with this device. Freeze canister on its head.
Time to freeze him?
That canister on its belly. Looks important.
Alright. Kill them without dying. Good. Very good. That's gonna save a lot of time. Because I did not get the Zero Dawn trick in my PB. If you die, you lose the Zero Dawn glitch. And you need the Zero Dawn glitch in order to fast travel inside the Embrace.
Of course.
You're... Wait.
Yes. When I'll come in the meet. One of Halo for you.
Yeah.
Do I play on normal? No, this is ultra hard. Hardest difficulty. So you can see right here, I can fast travel now to inside the Embrace. Learn these two skills before we do. Wait. Oh, almost fucked up. Almost hit the wrong. I'm so used to not getting it in runs. I almost fast traveled to the wrong thing. Oh well. So it's not gonna save a lot of time on the Sun Ring. It's gonna save a lot of time on All Mother because I can fast travel inside the Embrace. Because the glitch we did inside Zero Dawn makes the game think that I'm still inside Zero Dawn. So the attack on the Embrace hasn't happened yet, and therefore you're allowed to fast travel in here. But me restarting from save here allows me to do that. Or restarting from save then starts the attack, but I'm already inside the Embrace, as you can see. This run is deathless so far? I think so. Don't remember that I've died, at the very least. Pretty sure it's deathless. Yeah, it's deathless. Haven't died.
Thunderjaw, all right. Laurel and Sona.
Restart from save. He's out of position. I need him to be in a certain spot for this trick. So a quick restart from save to get him to be in a spot he normally is. Wagging your tail. Good. That should definitely hit. Yep. Potato plates and then shoot him directly into the heart while he's stunned.
The shadow will reach.
We did it! Aloy did it!
Enough!
I thought we would die.
As well, he's right here.
You.
Really good fight. I'm gonna save a lot of time here because my PB did not get the Zero Dawn glitch. And I haven't gotten the Zero Dawn glitch in a run with the new Thunderjaw strat that I just did. So, this should be a big gold.
So, she out by have you? Because what if she?
Could still be better if I didn't have to restart from save, and also he was moving around before I could hit the canister on his tail. Still things to improve on, but that was overall really good.
Looks like they didn't
Yep,
like this
exactly. Tex. Actually, I think it saves 3 seconds being on the right side in that corridor. Because Tep's dialogue is a lot longer. For people that don't know, when I go down the corridor there to talk to the matriarchs,
exactly?
if you hug the right side, Resh will talk instead of Tep. And Resh's dialogue is like really fast, whereas Tep, he talks for like 3 seconds longer. And the matriarchs will not turn around and talk to you before that dialogue is over. So you want to hug the right side there to get Resh to talk instead of Tep. Small detail, but it saves time.
Going to be interesting.
So much corruption still spreads beyond the sacred.
Goddess protect her, so she can cleanse the corruption.
Yeah, ghosting Tep. On to Gaia Prime. Bam. Alright. Just gotta play really well for the rest of the run. Mine is 420 actually possible, true. Go left here. Not even gonna take the chance with this guy.
Help! I don't have the strength for this! Save me, please! I praise the sun every day! Anyone, please, help! By the sun, please help me! Let me live, please!
Get up there. Yep. But just like I said, I knew I could get a big goal there because I didn't have the Zero Dawn glitch with the new Thunderjaw strat. And now I have. Just both of those things combined saved a ton of time.
The way to the mountain will be hard. Ferocious machines prowl every step of the climb.
More corrupted.
Not corrupted.
Maybe people that traverse this land with killer machines should be able to handle themselves a little bit better. And not rely on Aloy to save them all the time. Just my humble opinion.
Stalkers in the open. Watchers on
At the
the
very
other
least
side.
have somebody with you that knows how to fight. Yeah. Darwinism. Survival of the fittest. And that is definitely a concept you should take to heart when you live in a place with killer robots on the loose. Spawn. It's also so nice that we can go over the mountain there. I know it's faster.
You made a climbing path for me.
It is actually faster than going the normal way. Even though it probably does not seem like it, but it's like a second faster. But also, especially for like an 80% run, the fact that you don't have to worry about the Stormbird is very convenient.
Don't look down. This is exactly the kind of...
Genetic identity confirmed. Entry authorized. Greetings.
Mind your footing.
Don't forget to find Naltuk later. Yeah, I'll work him into my calendar.
Guess that's my way across.
No, the other way is always faster. Auto. It's always 1 second faster. Going through all the enemies on the quote-unquote normal way is 1 second slower. Even if you do it perfectly, it's 1 second slower. So going over the mountain like I do is a second faster, and it's a hell of a lot more consistent. The other route, you normally have issues with the Glinthawks or sometimes Stalkers, or especially the Stormbird.
To us it seems a powerful device, but its engine is tiny and limited.
How slow?
Days, weeks.
This is Charles Ross.
Concern yourself with stopping Hades and extending the future, and you might live long enough to hear them.
Still playing Last of Us 2? Fair enough. And then you'll come back and do some more runs. Still waiting for somebody else to get sub 2 in New Game Plus Ultra Hard. His Spirit is getting close. Keep jumping too far. You're still at the beginning? Ah, okay. You have not done much time to play, I guess. Fair enough. Still curious to see like how a survivor speedrun is gonna turn out of Last of Us 2.
When I opened
I've seen a good part of
air rushed
the
in from this side.
speedrun of Last of Us 2 on the easiest difficulty.
The alphas were in there.
Alpha clearance overridden.
But I'm very curious to see how Survivor is gonna work out. But Manik told me earlier that Mad has apparently already routed like half of the game for Survivor. Or like the... He only needs the second half routed, and then they can do like a full Survivor run. Oh yeah, definitely can. In my opinion, I'm pretty sure Forbidden West might even be better.
That's she doesn't. If it.
What?
As judging by the frozen walls, I am pretty sure Forbidden West is gonna be better than this game. Because the frozen walls was such a huge improvement, and you could tell how much developers had learned going from main game to the frozen walls. So I'm very confident that they are gonna keep doing that, going from frozen walls to Forbidden West. Of course, maybe I have too much blind faith, which is fair enough if you want to claim that. But
please stop trying to access
you know,
the system, okay?
I feel like the frozen walls is an indication as to how much they improved.
What I'm trying to say.
Anyway, I'm quickly gonna run to the bathroom doing this. Be right back.
Thinking about the ones who come after us. Those innocents. Those blameless men and women. We're gonna give them knowledge? Like it's a gift?
Ted. We've talked about this before. Apollo has 3,000 plus fail-safe conditions.
It's not a gift, it's a disease. They're the cure, and we're gonna give them the disease. Our disease? No, we can't. And it's not too late. If we're willing to sacrifice.
Ted, it doesn't need to be like this.
It already is, Samina. I did it 3 minutes ago. I've purged Apollo. It's gone. All of it. Every copy.
A sacrifice? It's not a sacrifice. It's cultural obliteration, you crazy bastard. Millennia of culture.
I'm sorry. Really, I am. But sometimes, to protect innocence...
Alright, I'm back.
Have to die.
Emergency alert. Planting atmosphere.
Also, like, this run just hasn't really had any major mistakes at all so far. There's been very minor mistakes in this run, but this run has not really have any big mistakes. That's why this run is good. Of course, we still have the end game to go through, but looking good.
Try not to fall to your death. The master override doesn't override gravity.
Huh. A fifth power cell. They must fit somewhere.
I would, but some the truth. I help because when I know which. Yeah.
So
I take my.
Oh.
Good guy, Prime. But yeah, better climbing mechanics would be awesome for the sequel.
My focus is picking up some kind of signal. Maybe I can scan it. Oh, I wonder what's down here.
Sorry it wasn't 420.
This isn't a cave. It's a ruin.
I mean, human combat is not, my opinion, not necessarily that bad. I just wish there wasn't that much of it.
Red light.
But I get what you
These
mean.
devices are missing power cells. I'll have to find power cells.
Human combat is certainly also something they can improve on, but like, the only thing that I feel like is really bad in this game when it comes to gameplay mechanics is climbing.
Some kind of code. Maybe there's
Everything else is really good or exceptionally good.
Maybe if I could eat it.
Whereas climbing just doesn't feel that great.
The armor locked in place.
That's one thing I just hope they improve on. But yes, human combat is also on the list of things to improve, for sure.
There we go, the last one. All powered up. Now to get the dials in position. There must be some kind of code.
But yeah, I generally just hope in the sequel that there's more focus on fighting machines. At least in the main story. Oh. That focuses more on fighting machines. Rather than fighting humans. Because fighting machines is definitely the thing that is the most fun to do in this game. Just like in the DLC. In the DLC, the Frozen Wilds, there's so much more focus on fighting humans. Oh, machines. Sorry. Where humans really only are at the bandit camp, pretty much, in the DLC. How do you know the order of the door unlocks in normal gameplay? There's clues to what the passwords are, if that's what you mean. In the speedrun, I just have it memorized, what the code is. As it's always the same code every playthrough. But yeah, there's a clue next to it, where you can get an idea of what the password is. But you don't have to scan them if you already know what the answer is, which is good for speedruns. If you just memorize it, you can just plug it in.
I've sent a messenger to the claim to let.
I'm glad you tell them.
Only.
If
I'll meet
Aaron, take it ours. Hey, look, when we, but you were. Is it fine? We will.
And Dr. Dizzle, thanks for the follow as well. Appreciate it. Alright, can we get a blaze skip? Imagine how good this run would be if I also got a blaze skip. God damn. Who knows? We'll see.
Who is that?
Wait, why am I going this way? What? Just brain farted for 2 seconds there.
Or he has a surprise for us.
Is it a bomb? Doesn't look too big.
Big enough to kill us.
All right, I'll shut up.
Nope, no blaze skip. Archen, thanks for follow. Glad you enjoyed the stream as well.
That's a lot of blaze.
If that bomb downstairs goes off, It'll be just what Dervahl promised. Smoke will darken the sun as the city goes up in flames. There's gotta be a way to stop it. It looks like a wooden bracket. Not very strong.
Can I interest you in
Type exclamation point, please. I wanna know. One explanation.
What happened? I haven't heard a blast like that since the liberation.
Don't look to me for help.
There's smoke rising from the edge of the mesa.
Are we on the tracks lead inside? Another one of Dervahl's.
It's basically just a way to skip 18 seconds of dialogue, but it requires 2 frame perfect inputs back to back. It's not something you get that often, unless you're called Spirit the Cops. He gets it every time for some reason. He's really good at getting it.
Wish I could be.
Who? Me?
Who's there? To me! Let's take her down! Never do the work if you can get a machine to do it for you! Ah! Those majestic, murderous glinthawks!
Good so far. Shot too early. Let's fight. Take it. Ezio, thank you so much for the raid. Hope your stream went well.
Well,
You know, now trying to. No.
Yeah, Anomalia.
Hey, and it's
Ava.
It's by the by the Ayla, please.
Heal with it. It will weak.
I'm trying.
Marie.
Perhaps yes.
And
No.
I don't.
Yep, ultra hard is difficult, but I'm sure you know that by now.
Panic in the city will only create another enemy.
Especially when you try to 100% it.
And do keep me appraised of each new arrival. Ah, word, but exact. So other.
Alright, time for the end game, everyone. Time to see if this run is actually gonna be as good as it looks like it could be. Still can easily throw away this run.
Roland's apartment.
At the end, of course.
Feels empty. Should I
Especially Ridge
sleep?
defense.
Did I leave anything
Ridge defense can
unfinished?
be very much a pain in the butt. If it wants to be. Thanks for the good luck. Because if the last 3 splits here go really well, this run is gonna be insanely good.
Massing forces for the long march to the city gates.
That's not wood smoke.
Then what is it?
The end. Or how it begins, anyway.
True. I should do a run with starting weapons only. Be a fun challenge at some point. By the way, I'm probably not gonna read chat for the rest of the run, just a heads up. Because this is this is looking to be very good.
The Deathbringers you spoke of?
To the guns! To the guns! Now!
Hi, Tex.
By the sun, do what she says! Set loaded! All of you!
Here comes the obscure chat.
Will the guns hold them back?
I said probably. I didn't say definitely. The difference. Look it up.
Helis!
No! Rally the vanguard. Send reinforcements.
Aloy, no!
Alright,
We
here
need
we go.
those guns.
He will cut you down!
Not this time!
You have vexed me long.
Should have fought me in the sun ring then.
Why do you fight? The end is inevitable.
Damn him. He's quick.
Accept it. Accept your place.
Blocked again. He's quick.
It's giving way!
Only endless night awaits
Me.
What are you before the terror of the sun?
The one who will take you down!
So it's a bad fight. Whatever. My PB had a really good healers. Yeah, you always have 420 health when you go into Ridge Defense, in case you guys never noticed that. Because you're always at this level in Ridge Defense.
Where do you need me?
Take up a cannon! On the platform!
Really can.
Gotta get to another platform.
Rockstar.
It's up.
South! They're coming from the south!
Start.
Raise arms again. Left.
It's taking a shot at me. Don't want to be here when that hits.
Perfect inbox there. Got the Stonebird coming up. How close the Stonebird was to killing me in the last run. And if you die to the Stonebird, you lose about 3 minutes.
Here it comes. Better move.
Get up. A-line. Alright, can pick it up. Fuck you, game. Stonebird at least. Up, that bring us up. Good. Not sure. Okay, apparently I did a fuck ton of damage to the Deathbringer. I'm not sure why I couldn't pick up that gun, but that was really good redstone. Holy crap. That would have been good in New Game Plus as well. If that was in New Game Plus, that would have been really good as well. Holy crap. God damn. Alright. Just need to beat Hades. Yeah, it fell into the ammo pile, and apparently I couldn't pick it up from the other side either. I'm not sure what the hell happened with the gun. Alright, this run is absolutely insane right now. Still, gotta keep it calm, still gotta beat Hades. Hades is definitely not free in this category.
Aloy! Aloy!
Hades
Aloy!
is for sure not free.
By all mother, you survived. I thought you were killed.
The others, are they?
No, wounded, but alive, mostly. The machines blasted through, then kept going. They marched on the spire, dragging that thing with them.
Take care of the others, Teb. I've gotta go. Press on. must have gotten through the defenses. Venora. Aaron's vanguard. I have to get up there. Gotta keep going. Keep
Movement there?
pushing. I knew this wouldn't be easy. So no holding back.
Hey,
They're
look.
alive.
Not
My.
we're right.
I should stock up. Last chance.
Here we go. Let's get it.
Bringer, right there! We're under fire!
Watch it, Aloy. More machines.
Don't let them overrun us!
My way's clear.
Ah, what a good run! Let's go! Holy crap, that was good. Oh my god, what a run! Jesus Christ. Holy crap. I was so calm for the entire thing, but Jesus, this was a good run. Fuck me. Oh my god. That was disgusting. 237. Holy shit. Wow.
Elizabeth Soap.
This run had so good RNG, and not just that. I also didn't do any mistakes in this run. Like, any big mistakes. Of course, there's always small mistakes, but there was no big mistakes at all in this run. Christ. That was fast. Oh my goodness. Yeah, and that was also deathless. No deaths. Holy crap. Oh my god. Leiberton, thank you so much for the 5 subs. Jesus. Oh my goodness, this run was mad good. Holy crap. What a run. What a run. Oh my goodness. That's a fucking good run. Holy crap. That is insane. Woof. I mean, I wanted a sub 240, but I guess I got a bit more than that. See, even in a category like this, like any percent, where you have to where you have to rely on RNG. When you run a category where you have to rely on some RNG to get good runs, you better make sure you take advantage of the runs where you actually get good RNG. And that's exactly what this run was. This was a run where we took full advantage of getting good RNG as well. Of course, I played insanely well in this run. It's not just RNG, but the RNG definitely helped as well. But man, what a great run. Oh my god, this one's gonna be tough to beat.
Okay, Gaia.
Rambo and Skywoods, thanks for the follow as well, guys. Glad you're
Right.
enjoying the runs
Yeah,
or the
so,
stream.
Like I was saying,
And thank you so much, Labaton, for those 5 gifted subs. Really appreciate that. That means a lot. Thank you so much for that. You've been gifting a lot of subs and stuff, so really appreciate it. And let's see, Macewind, Black Armor, Otto, Joker, and Chaos Goddess. Congrats on the subs, everyone. Enjoy the emotes.
thank God. So
And Embergain, thank you so much for the 100 bits.
She took me out to the lawn and showed me the dead baby birds because there were nests in the pine tree.
Yeah, if I got the heat thingy exposed, yeah, I didn't hit enough of his,
I'm not sure.
enough of his, you need to bring him down like twice, and then on the third time he'll expose the big heat thingy. So, but I only brought him down twice. I was going for his knees on one time, but before I could get the shot off, I had to dodge the sawtooth.
Elizabeth, being smart will count for nothing if you don't.
I had to dodge the soft tooth, so
you have to use your smarts to count
I didn't
for
really leave much room
not death.
to shoot the knees, so I just had to fight him the other way, but still a very good Hades for sure. Like, didn't really miss many shots on him.
I never had time. Guess it was for the best.
If you had had a child, Elizabeth, what would you have wished for him or her?
Yeah, something like that, Otto. I'm not entirely sure how it
I would
works.
have wanted her to be.
But what a run. I mean, this run was so good. Like, let me think here. Let's see. Childhood was fine. Cast was good. Sawtooth good. Proving was fine. Corruptor was fine. Getting to the cut was fine. Getting the striker bow was really fast. And then Guardian Border was really good. Getting to Meridian was good. Excavation side was solid. Ambush was really good. Maker's End really good. Then Borderlands. Borderlands wasn't actually that great. Borderlands was probably the worst split in this run.
Anyway,
messed up a bit on
that's all I've
Borderlands.
got for now, Gaia.
Borderlands was not great.
Time to tuck in.
War Chief was pretty good. Camps were really good. Ring of Metal was really good. Gravehorde was also really good. Eclipse Space was really good. Zero Dawn was really good. Sunring, perfect. All Mother could have been a little faster at stunning the Thunderjaw, but other than that, it was still pretty clean. And I got the Zero Dawn glitch, so I could fast travel inside the Embrace. Let me think. Then what? Then Gaia Prime was also perfect. Derval was really good. Helis was not a good fight either. Helis also lost me a good amount of time, but whatever. Red's defense was perfect, and Hades was as pretty fucking good as well. Hades can certainly be better, but still pretty good. My goodness, what a crazy good run. 237.07. Whew. So I think I am satisfied with this time now in any percent on Ultra Hard. I am very much satisfied with this time, because, goddamn. This run was so good. I'm sure you can still do better in this category, but right now I'm happy with this time. So the next speedrun thing I'm gonna work on is getting the sub 150 in New Game Plus. We're definitely going back to New Game Plus now. Gonna get that sub 150. That's gonna be awesome to try to go for. And also I'm gonna start, as I said, next week we're gonna start doing no damage runs of Frozen Wilds. But next project is definitely New Game Plus Ultra Hard, because I am really... Like, this run was so good with almost no mistakes. Like, no big mistakes at all, and really good RNG, so I am happy with this time, for now. I'm sure I'll come back and get a better time, but this run was so good. This one is good. And I want to move on to other categories. But yeah, what a great run. God damn. No problem, it's you. Machine percent run, we'll see. And Amalia wants me to do a machine percent run where I kill every machine in the game as fast as possible. Yeah, all of them. But man, this run was crazy good. Like, goddamn. I can't really say anything. Like, Borderlands Helis was like the only two splits on the run that I would say was kind of bad. But everything else was either amazing or just good. So, yeah. Goddamn. G fucking G. What a great run. Goddamn. Whew.